TikTok is an app that numerous individuals use on a day-to-day basis. However, what are the impacts of the app? What are the true effects that prolonged use of TikTok have on people? Today, I'm going to be answering your questions, and I'm going to be telling you the truth about TikTok. So a large part of the reason as to why people are so addicted to the app is because of its highly advanced algorithm. Now, from my experience, right, I don't even have the app, but I see it on YouTube Shorts, right? Or, like when I used to have social media, like on like Snapchat, for instance, like people post TikToks and I don't even notice that I watch it. It's so odd, right? Whereas if I'm watching like a YouTube video, most of the time I actually am aware of what I'm watching. But with TikTok, it just seems that I'm so easily zoned out. But at the same time, funny enough, it's so hard to get away from the app. I don't even have the app, but like I still see it through like YouTube Shorts and stuff. So I know like how addicting it can be. And, for example, in my high school, I see people spending hours like just mindlessly watching, like these short videos, like 15 to 30 second videos, like on average, right? And the thing is that it seems quite innocent, like just, like these little videos, right? But they add up over time, right? I say minutes become hours, hours become days, days become weeks, and weeks become years, right? Everything is cumulative. Everything adds up. So when people think that they're just watching these short videos, right? And, like that they'll eventually get done what they need to get done, like they waste a lot of their time. And, worse yet, they have like a lot of brain fog, I call it. And let me explain what this is. It's like brain fog, in the context that I'm using it, is like people's inability to focus on things, right? Like, for example, they just kind of feel like they're like in a dream. They kind of feel like a bit zoned out, like a bit spacey almost, right? And, it's very important to be aware of the implications that TikTok has on you, right? Like, because since the videos are so addictive and since the algorithm can accurately predict what creators you want to watch, right? And how long you'll watch these creators for, because they monitor like the categories of videos you watch, the length of time, everything. Like, it keeps you sucked into the app. And the more that you use the app, the more that the algorithm can be accurate. So it's like a cycle. And because TikToks are so short, as I said earlier, you're bombarded with content with every single video. And you get that dopamine rush very fast, right? And it's relatively easy to entertain someone from, for 15 to 30 seconds. But for example, with like a YouTube video, which is like 10 minutes, it's like people have to be like more engaged with the content and they need to like wait to get like, I guess like the answer that they're looking for, or like, like something satisfying to them. But with TikTok, they get it so fast and they get it like, they how do I explain this? Like in the videos, right? Like in that 15 to 30 second span, in every 15 to 30 second span, which is the average time for TikTok videos, like the video piques your interest extremely quickly. It has to, right? Because, even if it peaked it at the 28 second mark, it would still be piquing your interest relatively fast. And basically, right? Because like people just keep like scrolling through these videos, like after getting that like dopamine rush over and over and over again, is what makes the app so addictive. And then the algorithm keeps, developing, it keeps growing, right? And as a result, people get more addicted to the app and they spend more time on it. So, and the cycle just keeps continuing, which, like leads people to having, like more like brain fog, being able to focus less, like having less of an attention span. Because think, right? Like if you're on an app and you are just like scrolling through videos and like on average 15 to 30 seconds, right? Like they're just, like it piques your interest extremely quickly. It's like you won't be able to focus much at all. And, I see this with people my age, right? Like I'm still in high school, like their attention span is very low. Like even in class, like even if it's something that, would normally be like quite interesting to kids, I find like, or something more interesting, it's like they just kind of look like spaced out, like just like looking at the screen, like they just kind of look like zombies, honestly. And I'm not trying to disrespect these people in any way, but I'm saying that TikTok makes them more like zombie-like, if that makes any sense. It kind of grabs all of their interests, right? And then it just kind of leaves them like just very zoned out. And the thing is, right, is that, for instance, people spend 80 minutes a day on TikTok, users, right, on the app, and open the app at least 8 times in a day. So think about that, right? 80 minutes in a day, there's 24 hours in a day, right? That's an hour and 20 minutes. And though it might not sound like much, right? Let's say on average, I don't know, someone would spend 8 hours sleeping. That's 16 hours you have in a day, right? And then someone might go to like, their job or school. So for example, school maybe is 6.5 hours. So that is like 9 hours that you have at your house, right? And then maybe someone has homework or like additional things that they want to do. And everyone's schedule is different for people, right? Or excuse me, that's a bit redundant. Everyone's schedule is different. So it looks different for everyone. Like people eat at different times. People, like get ready at different times for bed, right? Like they, might shower at different times. They might shower multiple times a day. They might, like take a shower like every other day, and so on and so forth. But basically, my point is that it eats up your time quickly and you don't even realize it. And instead of, spending your time on TikTok, right? Like just on your phone, like, scrolling through your For You page. It's called the For You page for a reason, because the algorithm is specifically tailored for you, right? It is like, you could spend that time working out, cooking a healthy meal, going for a walk, reading a book, like even playing a video game, right? Like that's what I do. Like at least you're a bit more engaged in that. And video games you need to be careful with because it's instant gratification too, just like TikTok. But, from my experience, it's not as captivating. And after, playing it, right, it doesn't make me feel as like zoned out and like disconnected from the world as TikTok would. So here's the thing. TikTok automatically connects people to creators, and regardless of if users are following the creators or not, which is also part of the algorithm. That's the thing. It's like, let's say you only followed one person, right? And you only got their videos. They wouldn't make a lot of money doing that because you wouldn't see the ads. So they automatically recommend you videos and see if you like those videos or not. And they tell if you like the videos or not because, like you would be on the video for longer, right? Or if you're just looking at it for 2 seconds and then you're like, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to scroll, right? You might not like say it out loud and the app might not hear you, but it can tell because of the amount of time that you spend or lack thereof. And here's the thing, right? The thing is with social media, another thing is that because it uses so much of your time, right? It prevents people from, becoming the best version of themselves. And with that is like people often compare themselves to others, right? Like for example, like I know, like for example, there might be like a lot of like girls doing dances on TikTok, right? And let's say like they're super pretty, and like someone's watching the video and they're like, or like a guy's watching the video and they're like, oh man, like I'm never gonna get a girlfriend like that, right? And that's not comparing them people to like others, right? It's not like that, but that's just one example. Or another example is like a girl saying, oh man, I'll never be that pretty, or oh I'm ugly, all these girls are prettier than me. And that like further like ruins people's confidence and ruins people's self-worth. It reduces it, right? And that tied with the fact that you lose a lot of time on TikTok and don't have as much time to work on your purpose, work on yourself as well. Like it makes it so that you not only feel like a zombie after, but you feel like a zombie, without confidence. So, guys, honestly, I know people say this a lot on YouTube, but it's facts. Delete social media if you don't have a purpose for it. And although you may think, oh, like Oh man, all my homies are on TikTok though, or all my guys are on Instagram, you know, or like all my friends are there. Just tell them to talk to you, right? Through, you know, like calling, right? Seeing them in real life is the best thing, right? Or, you know, texting. And, you know, if you guys are in different countries, that's cool. You know what you can do? You can use Discord. Discord's like, you know, people can make posts and servers and stuff, right? But I find that it's far less addictive than TikTok because of, you know, the format. Like, people can easily choose which servers they want to be in, but it's not like people are automatically bombarded with content like TikTok. So basically, right, you can keep the app, but be very aware of the time that you're spending on it, right? I'm not going to tell you to, you know, delete the app. I'm only going to highly recommend it, right? You need to make decisions for yourself. But at the same time, I haven't had the app, but I find that even after being on TikTok for 10 minutes, I feel drained mentally. So I'd say delete the app. Focus on yourself, man. Focus on your purpose. Like, for example, my purpose is, you know, like helping people, inspiring them to be the best versions of themselves that they want to be. And that's why I'm making videos like this. That's why I am, you know, like working towards like getting more subscribers and whatnot on YouTube. So that way more people will see my content, and I love to do this, right? And find something that you love to do and do that instead of TikTok, right? Obviously, you know, like as long as it's like healthy and like relatively safe, of course, but that's a given. Like, do that instead of being on TikTok. And this applies to other social medias as well. I only mention TikTok because it's the most addictive of the bunch. And the thing is that since the algorithm's so advanced, right? And they're probably going, honestly, the company is probably going to keep like updating the algorithm to make it more and more advanced. People are going to get sucked into the app for longer. It doesn't have 1 billion plus downloads for no reason. It's, you know, extremely addictive. And I might sound like a broken record here, but really be aware of the time you spend on the app. And I guarantee if you spend less time on TikTok and more time, you know, like working on your purpose and, you know, trying to improve yourself, like eating healthy, working out, meditating, you know, reading, for instance, like getting your sleep, then, you know, like you'll feel more fulfilled, and then you'll get the gratification long term. You'll get delayed gratification rather than instant, and ultimately delayed gratification is more satisfying. So yeah, guys, I love you all. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay awesome. We evolve together. You know, please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a comment. I stream on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/snapbc, snapbasty. You know, I have a Discord server too. You know, if you want to like talk, you know, or like speak in the general chat, like maybe, you know, have like a nice conversation with someone, or, you know, like something like we're a positive community. You know what I mean? And that's my goal, to have a nice positive community that, you know, like everyone uplifts each other, where everyone uplifts each other, you know, and like basically people can level up off each other, like, you know, prompt themselves to be the best versions of each other that they can be. And yeah, guys, I love you all. Please, you know, like hang in there with whatever you're doing. You know, like if something seems like a challenge, or, you know, for example, deleting social media, if it seems like a challenge, then, you know, sometimes you need to trust your gut instincts and like delete the app, right? But, you know, that's a story for another video about your gut instinct. But yeah, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Thank you.